My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Hearthstone Arena. Now we are on a timeline. What do I mean by that? I mean at 5 AM PDT, Pacific Daylight Time, I think. The servers for Hearthstone are going to be going down. Now, I've done the conversion. Basically that means that I have just over 3 hours. So hopefully I managed to get 2 arena runs in, but 2 arena runs in 3 hours means that either I 12-0 really quickly with rush decks, or I go decently with 2 decks. So you know what, I'd rather get 1 2.5 hour run in, eh? See if we can get to that 12-0 dream. We have paid for our authorization. We are being offered a druid, a rogue, and a shaman. Now, I've been eternally put off rogues because of recent events. If any of you have seen Rage Rogue or Roughed Up Ruffian, the 2 episodes, they should be, I think, 29 and 28, respectively, then you'll understand why. Regardless, I'm going to be... Well, regardless, with regard to that, I'm going to be ignoring the rogue. I have done a druid recently. I think I did a shaman recently as well, but not as recent as the druid. So, here we go. Oh, what? You're kidding me, really? Well, Blood Mage Thalmos is actually better than the other 2. Those 2 are pretty bad, so Flame Tongue Totem. I'm thinking this deck is trying to offer me spell damage, because it did offer me Blood Mage Thalmos and then the Dalaran Mage. So, maybe I get some really good board clear. Ooh, Chewin' Yeti, such value, very good. Best of those is the Earth Elemental. Dragon the Mechanic is better value than both of those. Pretty Bodyguard, Bluegill Warrior, or a Lightning Bolt. Do I think I'm going to be getting early removal easily, or do I think that I'm going to be thirsty for early removal? Well, it's close here. It's definitely close, especially considering I already have a Thalmos. I'll be taking the Bluegill Warrior for just early. Ooh! Fire Elemental, always really good, because the Fire Elemental, when it comes out onto the field, is basically, here's a 6/5, and whatever you had with 3 health doesn't exist anymore. Don't worry about that card, I've got a 6/5 now. Such value. Unbound Elemental, better than the other 2 of those. Wild Pyromancer is a pretty good 2-drop, especially if you get some spells to back her up. I've got no high end on my curves, so good to see that. War Golem. Fire Elemental versus Venture. This is actually pretty close, because the Venture comes out on turn 5, and he's just one big dude. Can you deal with this big dude? No? Got a big dude. But I think I'll actually be going with the Fire Elemental just because of the value of entering the battlefield and killing something. Feral Spirit is always really good. Worgen Infiltrator is an amazing 1-drop because you can just leave it on the field and then kill something with it. Razorfen Hunter, populate the board. I don't like the Priestess of Elune. I don't like the Reckless Rocketeer more. So I guess it's the Gurubashi Berserker, just by process of elimination. Stormforged Axe, really good early removal. Youthful Brewmaster. I think I'm gonna go with the Youthful Brewmaster, just, it's got a really good interaction with the Bluegill Warrior, which actually, clinched us some matches in, I believe, not Swagneros, it was the deck after that. Oh, yeah, it was the Mage deck, so it would be Blood Mage, which is episode 33, it should actually be the most recent. So in the playlist, it will be just before this one, if you want to check that out. I won't spoil how that one went, but there was a match that we won by putting out the Bluegill Warrior, charging into the opponent's face, putting out the Youthful Brewmaster, bringing the Bluegill Warrior back, putting the Bluegill Warrior back on the field, and charging to the face again for a total of 4 damage, which actually closed that game. Youthful Brewmaster there, Mad Bomber, another good 2-drop. How many? Okay, so I've got 1, we'll call that a play, 2, 3, 4, no, it's not a play. 4, 5. Yeah, Mad Bomber, and that's all of my 2-drops done. Mind Control tech is really interesting, but Sunwalker is just much more solid. Stormwind Champion is really good at making everything else decent. Acolyte of Pain for some card draw, which we're entirely lacking. Another Stormwind Champion, making everything else decent again. Stormpike Commando, just for the enter the battlefield effects, honestly. Card draw off the Gnomish Inventor. Oh god, I really don't want another axe, but it's better than the other two. Yeah, I'll go with the Silverhand Knight here. Our curve is bad. Scarlet Crusader on the 3. Our curve is really bad, guys. I want the Harvest Golem, but I want the Fire Elemental more. And Stampeding Kodo to level us out. We are very, very weak on the 4-drops. This is going to be a major problem of ours. Definitely a major problem of ours. But past that, the Blood Mage Thalnos really isn't buffing any of my spells, because I don't think I have any spells. I believe I have Feral Spirits, and that's my only spell. So I'm not going to be triggering the Wild Pyromancer much, because obviously the Feral Spirit is my only spell. And I'm not going to be making use of the +1 spell damage from Thalnos. So basically... Oh. I feel pretty bad about the Thalnos choice now. If I had have known I wasn't going to be offered many spells. I mean, it was offered the Lightning Bolt, but that's about it. So Thalnos is basically a really shitty loot hoarder. Costs 2 mana, he's a 1/1 with a Death Rattle to draw a card. I don't like that. That was definitely bad. King Mukla would have been much better and fit into our curve much more readily. Okay. Oh wait, I've got 2 Overload cards. So I've got the Earth Elemental and the Feral Spirits for buffing up my Unbound Elemental. I think one of the biggest strengths is that we have the Stormwind Champion, which can act as activators for our tokens. Our tokens being our totems, sorry. Which are usually 0/2. They're from our hero ability, which will be able to give 1 attack and +1 defense from playing one of the Stormwind Champions. Overall, it's a pretty solid deck. I would have liked more spells. Would have liked a little more card draw than the Gnomish Inventor and the Acolyte of Pain. Oh, and the death of the Blood Mage Thalnos. I estimate 6 wins. Right. Actually, you know what? It's entirely irresponsible of me to have my phone on during recording. It was just sitting there and it kept blinking. I was like, I'll just check this. It's not like I'm trying to broadcast myself to people at the moment.
For Doomhammer,
It's a pretty good opening hand. Considering I have a Stormforged Axe, I'm going to send every... Oh, wait, I have another Overload card. 2 Stormforged Axe for my, what's his name? Come on, I know this one. Oh, fuck, what's his name? Unbound Elemental, there we go. 2/4 every time I play... No. Perfect. Can you kill my Unbound Elemental this turn? Because if you cannot, I'll Feral Spirits, and that'll be a big motherfucking Unbound Elemental. Hopefully he populates the board and attacks to the face. That's what I want. Don't be a healing totem. Okay. Attack me in the face. We did it, guys! We did it, Reddit! Wait, what? Sorry? Okay. So I do have a few plays here. I still think my best is the Feral Spirits, though. The problem with the Feral Spirits play is that because he has a Wrath of Air Totem and he's on turn 4, a Lightning Storm will clear my board for certain. Yes, so he doesn't have a Lightning Storm. That's what we know off the back of that play. Just get bigger. Get fed. Right. Do I want to wipe off the Oasis Snapjaw? I don't think so. I think I want to ignore that. But since the Wrath of Air Totem is there, I will kill it. And the reason I'm killing it is because Wrath of Air Totem +1 spell damage, he could use a Lightning Bolt to kill my Unbound Elemental. Because Lightning Bolt usually does 3 damage, would do 4 with the Wrath of Air Totem. Oh man, Kodo the Dream Give me my Kodo. It's not a Kodo. Right, so I probably want to kill this, right? That's a boring decision to make, right? It's not interesting. It's the problem with it.
I wonder.
Okay, so if I don't overload myself this turn, I have next turn Fire Elemental comes in with 3 damage. So, you know what? 2, not gonna save it. Yeah, so I don't need to fish for a healing totem. It's not gonna save it. I know this is like racing, basically, at this point, but he would need wide board clear in order to get back in the game, and he's already demonstrated that he does not have Lightning Storm in his hand. Unless he's drawn it in the past 2 turns, I'm pretty safe here.
The power of the will.
Ooh. That's pretty bad for me. Okay, so how much damage do I have
Shields up.
with certainty next turn? I have a total of 5, and then another 3. Okay. So I don't have much certain damage. Well, at the very least, I know I'm doing this, right? Like, that's the correct play.
Elements guide me.
Yeah, and I'll be taking that out. I don't need to draw a card off the Blood Mage Thalnos yet. So I'll kill the Wind Speaker and then attack to the face. I'm not in a very comfortable position right now, to be completely honest.
Squire, attend me.
Just populate the board. Oh, dear God. Alright, so we've got 7 damage already here. We've got another 2 here. Oh, wait. Hang on, that's 9 damage. Shit, I still can't kill him! Haha, fuck! Oh, well. Okay. Stormforged Axe. Take that out. That's the best trade I'm gonna get with the Blood Mage at the moment, unfortunately.
Elements
Take
guide
that out, and take that out. I know I just said take that out, right? Like I'm telling someone, you know, there's the trash, take it out. Which actually reminds me, I've got an absurd amount of trash right there that I need to take out. Oh, which reminds me, I have a drink that I left in the freezer. I should probably... Well played. I'll be right back. My apologies, friends. Hopefully I remembered to edit a little bit of that weight out, but if I didn't, I hope you enjoyed the backdrop. That's a picture of Spike from Cowboy Bebop. Mother. Yeah. Good-o. So that was a pretty simple first match, honestly. I was a little bit worried about it at certain points there, but at certain other points, I realized I shouldn't be worried at all. That it was pretty simple. To be entirely honest. I kind of want to tilt the camera just a little bit to show off the microphone, or move the microphone into the shot, but both of those would fuck up things that I don't want to have fucked up.
for Doomhammer.
Awesome, Worgen Infiltrator turn 1. Don't want the Drangling Mechanic and don't want the Storm Champion. I'll keep the Razorfen just in case I don't get a good turn 2, but I always have a good turn 2. Because I built the deck like that, right? Problem with the Bluegill Warrior, I'm going to want to use it to take something out rather than use it by itself. Reason for that being that he can just daggers and kill it. Solo Abusive Sergeant turn 1? I don't know about that. Basically, the way that we are using the Bluegill Warrior is like a Worgen Infiltrator. In fact, the way we're using the Worgen Infiltrator is actually closer to like a Bluegill Warrior. Is what I'm trying to say here. Okay, so think about it, Ryan. If I coin out the Razorfen Hunter, I have a 1-1 and a 2-3. He will attack the 1-1. My 2-3 survives, so I still have a 2-3 on the field. Or I can keep a 2-1 on the field, which will be hit by his dagger next turn. So the only way to actually still have stuff on the board next turn is to coin out the Razorfen Hunter and then make the trade. Because basically, he's only got one strike with the Wicked Knife, so if he backstabs the Razorfen Hunter, he can kill it, but then I still have a 1-1 on the field, which is just more than what I had before, and I can pump it up with the Flame Tongue Totem if need be. Ugh, stealth. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Oof. Is that what I want to do? Attack with the Razorfen Hunter and then bring it back to my hand with Useful Brewmaster? I think I want to go for a Taunt Totem here. Yeah, we got it, guys! So that's the thing. Now that's out of stealth, I can kill it. Ah, oh, fuck. It's in shadows again. Ah, pesky bastard. So, problem here is that the Flame Tongue gives this enough damage to take out the Master of Disguise, but then the Jungle Panther takes out the Flame Tongue, and then the Bluegill Warrior takes out the Jungle Panther, and it's just, there's no value there. There's just none. It's unfortunate in that regard. But I also don't want to attack to the face, so... I can Bluegill Warrior and Flame Tongue this turn? That's actually what... That's gonna be what I do. So there goes that. Attack to the face. Now the reason I've chosen that play... Thank you. Is because if he wants to wipe out the Flame Tongue Totem, my Stormpike Commando comes in next turn and kills the Jungle Panther on entry, kind of like a really shitty Fire Elemental. Because he's a 4-2, that's a 6-5. You know how much harder it is to deal with the 6-5 rather than the 4-2? You know how many spells do 3 or 4 damage? You never realize it until you think about it. Ha! That's a Naked Defias! Oh shit, so that guy dies. Oh well. That's a problem. Boom! That's the problem. Now the Naked Defias can actually take out a Stormpike Commando. So the Stormpike Commando is still getting value. It's got a Defias and it's got the Jungle Panther. But the Jungle Panther managed to kill something before it died as well. Oh god. Oh well, so I've got the Fire Elemental for that. That's fine. Ooh, or I could Stormforged Axe it. It's way badass. But it's taking too much damage against a rogue. I really would have liked to be able to save the Fire Elemental for taking out the SI7 agent, just because 3 damage is exactly how much health he has. Right, so it looks like he wants to go for the face. So let's just play a big pile of nope. That's the Sunwalker there, the big pile of nope. So he can trigger the shield and he can attack with the Frost Elemental. That's a pretty good one as well. What ways do I have to deal with what you just did to me? Hopefully he attacks straight past me, and then the Stormwind Champion powers up the Sunwalker to take out the Frost Elemental, and the Fire Elemental to take out the Spellbreaker. I don't really have many taunts in this deck. I don't particularly rely on taunts. I think if you control the board, a taunt isn't a huge problem, or a huge necessity. But I do have a gigantic Earth Elemental, which, hey, I wouldn't exactly complain if I drew that out of the deck right now. I wouldn't exactly, you know, I'm not going to throw it back, is what I'm trying to say there with all of those words. I mean, if I got a Taunt Elemental, I would play it, I would play the Stormforged Axe as well, and I would get some really good trades in. Ah! So the Stormforged Axe, unfortunately, looks like I'm gonna have to hit the Frost Elemental with it.
I'll put it on your head.
Oh! Now that's just not fair. That just isn't sporting. Okay, so... take that out. Taunt Totem, please. Thank you. Love it. I've called the totem both times now, thank you. I've called Taunt Totem twice, and Taunt Totem has responded twice as well.
Go ahead.
What an obedient totem.
Make my day.
Damn. That guy's a problem. Oh, okay. Now this is a pretty big problem, because he can trade his 5/4 for my... Oh, you're going for my face again. That's cute. I mean, like, it might win you the game. Maybe. Okay, so Stormwind Champion, I've got a total of 14 damage on the field. I can't kill him this turn. That much is obvious. But I can get a pretty good trade. I need the Taunt Totem again. Ah, Healing Totem. Not good enough. So, he needs another charge. He needs a total of, what? 5 damage here. In his hand. To complete the game this turn. Otherwise, I have a fairly good chance of winning.
So many options.
It's just, you know, it'd suck to see a Leroy or... I don't know. Just, there's a lot of things it would suck to see. Freeze one of them, okay. Eviscerate the other.
Mind if I roll need?
And then is that going to attack to the face? Okay. Earth Elemental, come to me. Stampeding Kodo. No, that's not actually going to do it. Because I need that Frost Elemental to be dead. Because otherwise, Frost Elemental hits me in the face, and so do the daggers, and I lose. So, I need... Oh no. No, there's another way around this. Oh, no there isn't. I was just thinking, Youthful Brewmaster, Fire Elemental back to my hands, play it again, hit the Frost Elemental, and hit it with my Stormforged Axe. But then I put myself down far too much in health and I lose. I need the Taunt Totem or I lose. Oh my god! How much damage do we have next turn? How much damage? I mean, like, you know, if he can remove the Stormcloak Totem, I lose. Thank you. We have 9 damage available next turn. Which means...
Little time.
Yeah, which means I should play the Stormforged Axe and attack to the face. Because then I only need 1 more damage next turn to win. Okay, so if either of those 2 cards removes the Stoneclaw Totem, I lose.
Shall not save
I don't think we played poorly in that match. That's the problem. I'm fine when I lose matches that I should have lost, right? Like I played badly. But when I lose matches that I, didn't play badly in, like there weren't. I'm welcome to being told in the comments below if you think there was a misplay that I made that game. without doing it retrospectively, right? You can't, like, look at it and go, oh, you should have known they had a second Spellbreaker, right? Like, you don't know that in Arena. It's unfortunate, but you don't.
Victory or death!
Stormforged Axe? Yeah, I'm welcome to hearing it in the comments below. Thalnos is going back because he's just a shitty loot order for me. Now that's an opening hand. Oh boy. Coin out Unbound Elemental, Stormforged Axe. Oh wait. I want the Elemental to be a natural 3. So he's got turn 1, I've got turn 1, he's got turn 2, I've got turn 2, which is my Bluegill Warrior running into whatever he plays. I've got turn 3, Unbound Elemental. Are you kidding me? Okay, so I'm thinking I can kill that with the Wild Pyromancer and the coin, but that's not, like, a good option. Oh, but it does save me, the Bluegill Warrior. Or I can kill it with the Stormbound, with the Stormforged Axe, sorry. So I coin out a Stormforged Axe this turn, and then I have 1 mana next turn. Right? That can't be the correct play. It's not. It's not the correct play. I have 1 mana next turn, I have to give up an entire turn. Even if it's just playing a totem, I want to be able to do that every turn, at the very least. Okay. So this is more interesting. Because Wild Pyromancer... You know what? I totem this turn. It's correct. I totem this turn, he plays hopefully another minion with 2 health, and then we get this party started. Or something with 1 health, I wouldn't complain. I may have held onto my hand for way too long. It's possible. It's entirely possible. Because it's like I'm playing from behind here. It's very risky. What I want to do is have the Wild Pyromancer out. Oh my god, really? Oh, it's like a dream came true. Look at this. Wild Pyromancer goes out, I coin, I bring out my Stormforged Axe, and I finish off the Fairy Dragon. Now I have a 3-1 on the field, a 2-2 weapon, and I'm going into turn 3 next turn. I've taken 10 points of damage. I mean, like, let's be honest about that. I've taken 10 points of damage, but, you know, the card advantage is strongly in my favor. That's great. He's not drawing a card out of Slam. And he's using a Heroic Strike this early to hit me in the face? I hate to say it, guys, but I feel really confident right now. So, Unbound Elemental is not going to grow off of whatever I do. And I don't want to be hitting creatures anymore, because, you know, against the warrior, you don't exactly want to put yourself on low health, just in case. So I'll be fine hitting him to the face. It's like 5 straight damage to my face. How do I stop that? Or do I just pose... Yeah, okay, so... Just in case this is a Taunt Totem. Not a Taunt Totem, right. So then I just pose the biggest threat I possibly can. Problem here is if he powers it up using, like, Cruel Taskmaster or In a Rage or something like that.
To Northrend!
Wow, he's just going straight for my face. Well, lucky for me, I can clear the board, right? So, I hit that with 1, and then Stormpike Commando takes that out of the equation. And then I just clear it with what I have left on the board. This is becoming very problematic for me. I'm on very low health, but I have huge card advantage. So, if he drafted his whole deck around just do direct damage, I might die. Why play that after? I don't understand you. Well, okay, so I'll kill that. It would have survived as well if you did it correctly. I died to an Arcanite Reaper right now. Do you realize that? I died to an Arcanite Reaper. I need to kill him quick.
They'd be thirsty.
Very quickly. Oh, you know what? Stormwind Champions will very much help in that regard. Okay, so Stormwind Champion next turn, plus Bluegill Warrior win. That's, of course, assuming he does nothing. I lose! Are you kidding me? It's looking like we might as well get 2 arena runs in, eh? I think, with the retrospective of the Rogue and the Warrior match, that I am not respecting my health enough. That I'm trading it too readily as a resource. And I think that slow start was a very big mistake.
The light shall bring victory.
For Doomhammer.
Feral Spirits is always a really good opener. Okay. As long as he doesn't have a Northshire Cleric, Bluegill Warrior is a pretty good response to whatever he's going to play. Well, unless it's like a River Crocolisk or something like that. So now I don't want to play my Bluegill Warrior. Because as I said, it's a response. So, I do have a Stormforged Axe. That's pretty cool. Ghoul? That's pretty cool, sorry. What? 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 I know I just finished saying that I'm not respecting health as a resource. I know. Please, don't. I know. I'm very well aware. And it would only make sense to draft a Magma Rager.
You've learned.
Is someone injured?
It would only make sense to drop a Magma Rager if you were going for a really aggressive deck. You know the problem here? Stampeding Kodo, I want him to kill the Mogashan Warden. But I can't guarantee that he will. Because if I just damage the Mogashan Warden... Oh, here comes the Inner Fire, or something stupid like that. If I just damage the Mogashan Warden, he gets to heal it and draw a card thanks to the Northshire Cleric. Really? Stampeding Kodo next turn is going to be pretty funny. Okay. So if I'm bouncing back the Stampeding Kodo next turn, I can't play my Feral Spirits with Overload. So I need to just play...
Attend me.
Ready, sir.
And I'm just gonna attack it, just in case I do need to take it down later, because the Stampeding Kodo kills the Northshire Cleric instead. So now he can heal it, right? In fact, a Holy Nova here is pretty bad. That makes the chance of a Holy Nova very unlikely. Very unlikely. Makes the chance of a Holy Nova very unlikely. Far less likely, is what I was trying to say. Oh, great. So that's another target for the bounced Stampeding Kodo. Great.
me
Return that to my hands. Play it again, Johnny. Dun 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 dun. Fuck. Oh well, at the very least, I can kill it.
If you
And I've still got wicked board advantage, yo. Problem here is I can't do my Wild Pyromancer into Feral Spirits unless I want to kill two things on my field.
Injured?
Are you gonna heal my creatures and draw cards? No.
I can taste the mana.
Almost everything he's played so far can be killed by the Stampeding Kodo. I find this very interesting. Very interesting. What? Okay, so that's now artificially a 3-3. Why, though? I guess that's my only question, just why? I can kill the North Shire Cleric. Don't exactly want to, though. How about I just Feral Spirits? Because they are both safe against Holy Nova. That's what I'm playing around here, Holy Nova, by the way. Totemic Call. If Totemic Call gives me a healing totem, it's good. If it gives me anything else, it's pretty much bad. So that's too random. I'm going to be going with the Dragon Limb Mechanic, and I'll threaten him back. He told me the light was going to burn me. The elements are going to destroy him. That's what's going to happen.
Portal open.
This person has drafted some shit cards. I'm going to feel horrible when I lose to them. Who drafts? I kind of want to just go straight to the face, honestly.
the might of Storm.
Like, I really do, with all of the depth of where my soul should be. That's what I want to do, but instead, I will make the safe place. And take everything out that I can. So, basically, a Holy Nova here isn't exactly bad. I mean, it kills the Dragon Limb Mechanic, it kills one of my Spirit Wolves. Oh, good! Give all of your other minions +1/+1. You know, all those other minions you have. Hey, look, Sunwalker. Nice to see you, buddy. Okay, so
truth is my shield.
the best way that I can get trades here is probably to trade in both my 3/3s. Am I correct in thinking that? Yes.
Challenge accepted.
Now, if I attacked with the Dragon Limb Mechanic, it would go into Holy Nova range as well. Even attacking with the Spirit Wolf does that as well. I'll put out the Acolyte of Pain as insurance, rather, against Holy Nova, because if he does Holy Nova, I'll draw a card at least. So he'll get 3 of my creatures, but I'll draw a card. That's pretty bad for me. What's my best play around? Shit. All of my plays here are really bad. He definitely got value out of that.
The light shall burn you.
Alright, so least damage goes in first, and I draw a card. Great, so I can't play the Mad Bomber, that's unfortunate. God damn it. And I'll charge in with the Bluegill Warrior, because it might be important to have this taunt. It may just turn out that that's really important. So, even though he got really good trades there, I mean, like, one card for him, the Mind Control, got just a lot of my board. Even though he got really good trades there, doesn't look like it's gonna save him. I've still got a lot of advantage over him.
Are you ready for this?
I think I am. Cabal? No. He's able to cast with 4... Oh, Shadow Word. Pain. Okay, so we have a total of 7 damage. He has 14 health. That's not gonna do it. Huh. That's pretty fun. And I'm not playing the Mad Bomber, just in case it kills something of mine that I don't want it to be killing.
Elements guide me.
Especially because we already have a setup for lethal next turn, regardless of whether I play the Mad Bomber or not.
Behold the might of
Whereas if I did play the Mad Bomber, it's possible we lost our lethal. Oh, I'm so tempted. I have to do it, guys. I have to make it look like a throne. And then just suddenly win. Damn it!